We're back, another episode, Bonded with Boogie and the Precious Perspective. And it's good to be here with you, brother. Sure. And I'm a nigga that do research. You know what I'm saying? As far as just like, on our show we invite musician, artists, poets, we and I'm the type of person like I want to know at least halfway know the person through music or through however before I get them on the show. So with that being said, Bonded with Boogie, with a Precious Perspective, and it's your boy, of course, Boogie Ogun, him a thee,
for sure,
him for knee,
that guy,
him the G, okay, him who doesn't hide, him who seeks, him with the shortest arms, him still with the longest reach, and my brother, of course,
Precious, with a Precious Perspective, and per usual, it's always amazing to be down here with you, brother.
For sure.
And when we have the opportunity to have guests to share in that journey and share in that space, that's always amazing as well. So today we got a guest. I'm going to let him tell us where you can find him. Dope artist. We just listened to some of his music. And like bro was saying, like you see when people get a buzz through the city and beyond. So it's like definitely glad to have you here. And I'm going to let my boy Tune tell the people where they can find you.
What's up, everybody? TuneHendrixx. You can find me on all platforms. Just TuneHendrixx with 2 X's. Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. It's all the same.
For sure.
All dope shit. Just spread it out.
And first and foremost, like I said, like I tell everybody that come to the show, appreciate you for being here.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all having me.
Shout out to your manager, because I think we've been trying to connect for a minute, but I ain't gonna lie, I be a little sloppy with the timing and I be inviting motherfuckers that meet a new motherfucker, and I just be all over the place. But I told myself for our future and the near future, I'm gonna start getting more organized with how I get people on the show and get a schedule for it, because I really just be like all over the place. So today was scheduled. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your manager, because she was like I've been saying it. Then when she kind of hit me with the schedule, like this Wednesday, then that Wednesday, I'm like, fuck it, you just did what I'm supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? So I see why she's managing. Shout out to your manager. And with that being said, TuneHendrixx, where you from? Where you know what I'm saying? When'd you start? How long you been in this journey?
I'm from Chicago, born and raised.
South side, west side?
South side for
cool.
Sure.
Okay.
Never lived out west. Cool. Shout out to that out west people.
You said you lived out west though.
No. Shout out to them.
Okay, shout out to the out west people. Yeah,
rock with y'all.
Yeah, we just something we always ask.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been in music for about 12 years. Mm-hmm. Started off as a DJ around the city, helping some.
Same DJ name? What was it?
No, my name? DJ name started off as DJ and Tune.
Okay.
And then I dropped in and just did TuneHendrixx just as an all around artist, entertainer, like everything under one thing.
Because I was just about to ask you where the name come from.
Yeah.
And then you just.
It was InTune at first. I just wanted to have a name that, we all get in tune, connect with me. So that's all. I'm always about networking, connecting. I feel like that's how you get your shit going. That's how. Sure. That's that footwork, that street work you need. Mm-hmm. So what was I saying?
I threw you off by asking you. Like,
oh yeah.
I was finna ask you where'd you get the name from, but you told us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I was most definitely finna ask you where the name TuneHendrixx was coming from.
Yeah. So that's the tune part. The get in tune. I just wanted a common type name. I grew up listening to Lil Wayne, so he's a little tuney. Music. Oh, I just love music, so I'm like Tune. That's something.
The Hendrix just sound cool.
Hendrix sounds cool, and when I was DJing, pushing myself as a DJ, I can only DJ with one hand. Okay. Jimi Hendrix can only play his guitar with one hand.
Okay.
So that's kind of how I went with the Hendrix. I'm like, we both different, but we both really. That's a fact if y'all want to Google it.
Yeah. So ask it. Because I feel like I'm gonna ask, why were you only able to DJ with one hand?
I don't know. It's just like. Some of us can only do certain things with one hand. Most dudes, I can do it now with 2 hands. Okay. But growing up, I cannot. I would do both sides with one hand, just go back and forth.
Okay, cool. Because I'm happy, because I thought you should tell me a fucked up story. Like, I see you got the glove and shit on. I thought you should tell me like you missing some fingers or some shit. Yeah, and I was like, okay, cool. No.
You talking about DJ Nub is crazy.
Yeah, but if you was still doing your thing, regardless if you was using the nub, the elbow.
Yeah, I never use headphones, and I always use one hand. And people be like, it's so hard. I'll be like, if I keep doing it this way, the hard way to me is,
me doing it both for sure.
It's gonna be easy eventually.
For sure.
Facts. And so in that space, you say you've been in the music space 10 years. What made that transition from DJ to
Artist.
Yeah.
It always get to a point where I'm DJing. I'm like, man, we need some more music. Like this shit I'm playing is not it.
Mm-hmm.
And as a DJ, I know what the crowd want to hear. I know what people will grab their attention because I know what grabbed my attention and what I want to hear on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
So I started getting in that lab, and I already knew how to write because I'm just creative. That's just in me. And I just started putting forth that effort. And since I was already helping artists who was on the come up, you know, Herb, Bibby, Dirk, Sosa, Dreezy, Lil Mouse, I was helping all their camps push their music, and I was playing it in the clubs. And I'm like, I might as well capitalize out there. I could do this.
So do you still fuck around with the DJ?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because it sounded like that you was outside doing that shit for real. I just heard some of the artists and shit. Yeah, you said 10, 12 years. Shit. Yeah. Okay, cool. So
helped a little bit.
So like I said, so you still active on the DJ side?
Yeah, I'm still active on the DJ side, but artist is what's most important to me
at the moment.
Just period in general. It's always been that. I always just feel like if I keep DJing, I'm gonna keep networking myself in, cause to get people to take me serious as an artist.
Yeah, and we've seen DJs, start rapping and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see it too, and I be like, I really don't see nobody out here doing what I do that can do both legitimately. Like,
and I always think about when they say the nigga Ludacris was a DJ, and I was like, damn. Well, I'm happy that Ludacris,
artist and actor.
Yeah, and I'm happy, and I fucked with Ludacris music so hard at a point in time. I was happy like that nigga transitioned from DJing to, you know what I'm saying, to actually being on the radio and actually rapping this shit. And he was a DJ already, so he knew the formula of this shit type shit. So that's what's up. Like I said, I as soon as you said you was a DJ that rapped, I'm like, damn, okay. See, I didn't know that. On my mama, he said he's still active out here. So
yeah, I'm still active as a DJ, but artist that's on my main slate. Like, y'all hear the music, I'm putting the quality out there, so I just gotta, network and get it more viewers.
Are you like producing and doing your own shit? Like, are you putting your shit and shit together?
So no, I don't make beats. I wish I knew how, but I'm good with spotting good samples. Okay. So I got a lot of producers that's good with sampling and house music, and you just kind of send it to them and tell them what you want. They send that shit back, and it be fire.
Nice. And so, I heard you mention you was a writer, right? Yeah. So when did that process start? Was that something? Because I feel like you always, as a writer, like, you always know you're a writer before you start doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? Before it turned into music, before it turned into lyrics. Like, so at what point did you notice and/or feel like, hey, I be writing that shit?
Basically, when I even peeped that I was a writer, I'm just quick with it, just mentally. Like, when I'm in conversations with people, when they talking, you might say a line that's gonna remind me of a song or a movie.
Facts. Okay.
And I just started being just quick response with jokes and all that. Then I started practicing acting a little bit. And then I went in the studio, and I'm like, it's not hard to say stuff that people can relate to, and you just got to make it sound good.
Sure.
You can't overdo it. You can't. Sometimes you can underdo it because we know a lot of underdid music.
Yeah,
but you don't ever want to overdo it.
Especially having those characteristics you said, like, being witty and being. I feel like a lot of writers that I know, including myself and my brother, like, it'd be good being around witty motherfuckers because that quick off the head shit be like, yeah, this nigga's.
Like when you was explaining your name, when you was like Himothy, I was freestyling in my head. I was gonna pick up from where you had left off. But he had started. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit this one out.
Okay, cool. Okay, but that's the intro. We do that. That's every intro.
Yeah.
But it would have threw me off until you got to going. I'd be like, okay, shit, well.
I had like 2 more bars when you got done. I promise you.
On my mama. That's what's up.
And so in that space, were you always like known to be quick with it? Like, was that always just something that as a shorty and then you grew into and learned how to, you know what I'm saying, use it within your artistry?
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. Like, I'll be out on all type of side missions and coming up with shit. And I always be like, bro, where do you be coming up with this shit at? And I'll be like, bro, I don't know, but it's there, so I'm going to use it.
You ever rap battle back in the day?
Yeah. I used to do little freestyle videos.
Okay.
Little shit. We'd just be out chilling and I'd pick up a word and blah, blah. But now it's like I'm more focused on making the lines make sense, so I haven't been doing videos.
Yeah, like I said, I'm before I get people up here, I be kind of wanting to get a feel of who I'm dealing with or what I'm, listening to. And like I said, we was planning when y'all got here, but I had been listening to it for like the past day and a half. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this shit. Like I said, we've we've brought a lot of artists on this show that they've become our artists, meaning like we start listening to these niggas after they leave because we listen to everything. You know what I'm saying? We get new people chances. We like, I could be scrolling my phone and hear a random song like that. Who the fuck is this? Now to listen to your whole catalog. So when she sent me your stuff and I went to YouTube and I played the 4 to 5 songs back and I'm like, all right, this nigga solid. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, like I said, we like getting new, you know, faces up here for us. Like I said, because you obviously not new to the city. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So well, you new to us, and like I said, we like to support. You know what I'm saying? So if I like your music, I'll be bumping the music. Motherfucker ask me who it is, I'm gonna let them know this who it is. And like I say, that's what we do here. We try to get, you know, our local Chicago artists, and we try to push ourselves and push them. You feel me?
And you mentioned like coming up with a lot of other dope Chicago artists. You know what I'm saying? How did that kind of like sharpen your skill set?
I, you know, built the relationships, and I was watching how all the different camps move and what type of promotion they put into their music, the shows, the everything. Like I pay attention to everything, and I peep people's mistakes, and I take mental note of that and make sure I don't do that. Nice. So I pick up what they did right, but I'm also pick up what they did wrong and make sure I don't do that same thing.
I feel that.
Like it's been people that have mentioned me and trying to give me the beef with them, and by watching how everybody else move, I know what not to respond to.
Fact.
And I know why they would try to do it. Like I spot that shit so fast.
Facts. Yeah. And being a DJ, you said like that allowed you to kind of like get a better sound for what music to push out. And you know what I'm saying? And so how do you judge that? Like what makes you, is it just solely based off what you see people with the parties or the clubs vibing with, or your shows, or how do you go about discerning that?
That's exactly how it is. When I walk into a venue, even if I'm not DJing, I'm already peeping what people dancing to, what they, oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom on this song, and what they just look bored or sleepy to. Right. And that shit all just store in my head, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's crazy how my mind works. It's like I see it and I'll just be like, all right, they don't like this type of shit. This ain't what they want to hear right now. Right. Or they ain't ready to hear this. This is some good shit, but they just ain't ready to hear it yet because they stuck on this wave. So that's how I stay ahead. Like I peep a wave that's coming, or I just start a wave myself.
Facts on me. And how you say start a wave yourself? Like how
that's some, you just gotta jump out there. You gotta put all that critical thinking together. Like I know that everybody like a good birthday song. We ain't had a good birthday song probably since Kanye West and 2 Chainz.
On me.
Facts. It's time for a new one. Get an updated beat. Start, you know, stay focused on the birthday. Mainly towards women because they want to dance, and that's, you know, us guys, we want to post Young Jeezy on our birthday. You know what I'm saying? We want to, you know, but the women, they want to dance, they want to turn up, they want the social media running everything. Yeah. So you want to stay as attached to that as possible. You want to stay relevant on social media without looking like a goofy though.
Yeah, and the ladies got it just as far as they got the scene, they got the lingo, they got the internet. The women really, you know, they own all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you make something for them, you automatic one. Fuck like not fuck the niggas, but fuck them niggas. If you can make something for the ladies, you right there, you right in the window. You hear me? And the door.
And so how does that creative, like, I just heard you break down a lot of analytics. Like you said, you walk into a spot, you peeping this, you peeping it, does that at any time stifle your creativity? Like overthinking, or, you know what I'm saying? Or once you analyze and see what your mark is, you know, right what to go for?
Basically, it don't really mess with it for real. Sometimes it actually opened my eyes to a lot of stuff, and I'd be like, damn, I didn't think of this. Like, man, it'd be the smallest stuff, I'm telling you. But I got a lot of DJ friends, too, that I support. Shout out DJ Main Squeeze, DJ KO, and DJ Glow Boy. And I go to their sets, and I'm going to support and actually have fun, but I'm automatically critiquing in my head. I don't even know why. Like, it'd be crazy. I'm just paying attention to every little thing, what they saying on the mic, that damn near I can transition into saying in the song.
Facts.
And, I mean, that's just how it is. Like, all my music come from so many different places from that I experienced though. Like I make the best music when I'm going through something. Like that Big Hater song, I was probably going through like 5 or 6 haters all at once coming at me. I'm like, I bet, so I'm finna load them up,
You said that was a
Get 'em
diss.
gone. Oh, it definitely was.
It was a diss. Hey, I like that song though.
On me, solid song.
Yep.
And in that space, how easy is it for you to translate and transition those times, those things that you go through? Like, how easy for it is it? Like, you hear a beat, or you already, as a writer, you already got something kind of mapped out, and then you go for the music. Like,
See,
how does that process?
I always got concepts. That's my main thing when I'm making a song is concept. I don't even have to know a beat. I just know the concept, and I know how I might want the cadence to go. I know what lines I want to say. I know what I want to stick out. I know what lines I want to use to grab people's attention.
Facts.
So that's when I listen to beats, and I'll probably hear like 2 or 3 beats, and we be gone. Like, it's loaded up. Let's do it. It's not hard. Sometimes I do kind of overdo a line, and I have a brother who he a writer. Shout out Spaceman, and he'll tell me like, you ain't got to go that hard. Just take it down a notch. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to, And I'm just glad to have them type of mentors around me when I'm making my music.
And even in that space, how important is that to have, like you said, the mentors? Like, what role do they play in, or have they played in your journey thus far?
All my mentors tell me the shit that my friends probably won't tell me. So, like, you got Lex, you got Bobby, you got Space. 3 people that don't care about telling me what I need to change, and they're going to put it however way they need to put it, that they know I would get it.
Right.
Like, I had did the Big Headed song. In the second verse, I was rapping blah, blah, and I'm thinking I'm going in. And he like, man, I need you to change the tone on that second verse, because you going in too much. You kind of sound like you nagging a little bit.
Oh, man.
And it's because of the tone. It's not because of what I was saying. But I'm just, how Meek Mill kind of scream a lot.
Yeah.
He like, all right, just calm
down
down
relax.
for a little minute. Yeah, like, let us hear you
Let
chill.
me process it, yeah.
Right, and that's why the second verse, the tone comes down and it's more swagged.
Okay.
Like, I'm telling niggas, like, let's go baddie for baddie. I do it with you. Like,
okay. And as a
flow up.
Yeah.
As an artist, how easy is it for you to take those type of critiques? Because like the late great Erykah Badu say, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. So like you said, you thought you was going in.
Which I was going in, but they was just like, you just need to change the tone.
Facts.
The lyrics is there. The tone was, you got us too aggressive. You brought it in with the aggressive. Now let's flow it out.
And so is that something that you was just able to off back turn around like, all right, I see what you're saying. Let's do it again.
He told me that at like down there 2 a.m, and the next day I was in the studio, had the verse done, sent it to him, sent it to Lex, and they all like, this what we wanted you to do. This how we want it. So I just take that, eat it up, get it done.
Yeah, and once again, shout out to your manager Lex.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna give her a shout out too, like she my manager.
On me.
Because like I said, I think we've been in cahoots. And shout out to it's a little Chicago club that I follow on Instagram. I need to get in there more often.
Facts.
But she reached out and she hit me up and she set the schedule, and I'm like, damn, all right. Like I said, so and now you saying that it's just it's good to have impactful people in your life. You know what I'm saying? That's like how you was basically saying how you really don't need no yes man in your camp. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the better you. And it's just about having thick skin and not being sensitive, because sometimes a person that's gonna be impactful gonna be like, not your mama and daddy, but they gonna have them conversations with you like your mama and daddy. Like your mama gonna tell you the truth about what she gonna tell you the truth about, because everybody be lying sometimes.
And another thing I noticed is that it's like I'll show people that I'm chilling with my music, and they like, this is great. You need to put this out right now. But they're gonna tell me like, it's great, but you need to change this. And I gotta know to listen to them and not listen to the people around me, because they have experience in this shit. They ain't just waking up, turning on the radio and liking a song. They're actually behind the scenes and see what it takes to make a song. So I'm definitely gonna listen to them over my friends and all that, because they're the ones that's been doing this shit.
For sure.
So in this artistry, in this wave, like you say, you've been here 12 years and having transition, like, when did you notice the importance of a team and not just trying to do by yourself, or not just trying to, because I feel like a lot of artists struggle in entrepreneurship and trying to be an artist and build a brand. So when did you kind of realize that you needed to figure out, you can't do, I ain't gonna say you can't do both, but
what's crazy is I started off with a team.
Okay.
There was a lot of different spotlights on the team, so everybody kind of drifted off and did their own thing, but we stayed cool.
Facts.
And I was forced to do stuff by myself.
Okay.
Because I'm like, all right, my team just dispersed, but everybody still got motion. Everybody doing something somewhere. We just all different places doing it.
Facts.
So, you know, it's just like, all right, I don't want to sit still. I don't want to be stuck. So I'm like, I got to keep pushing. And eventually I made my own team. So now it's like you got the connection with your team. You still got your brothers that you built this with. And it's like, once all that kind of come together, that's all it kind of really take. Once the quality of what you're doing is there, you got the right people behind you, you're going to be straight.
But what's the right people, though? You know,
honestly, I don't let nobody be around me that don't have no motion. Like, if you ain't doing nothing, we cannot kick it. Like, every single one of my friends or brothers is doing something.
On me.
Because if I go down, he can help me up. If he go down, I'm going to help him up. Like, that's just what it is. Because I don't want that to discourage me. I get around a dude that ain't doing nothing. He just want to chill all day, smoke all day. I fuck around, start doing that. Next thing you know, I ain't focused on my shit.
I ain't on shit, yeah.
Right, so it's like when you can either help them, hey, come on, stay around me so we can stay busy, or you just gotta, you know, get that distance. So a lot of people I ain't want to cut off or stop hanging around, but I feel like if I stayed around them, I wouldn't be able to progress like I'm progressing.
For sure.
So it ain't like you leaving them, but you just gotta distance yourself for a little while.
You hang with them when you hang with them.
Yeah.
When you got time to maybe smoke for a couple hours, you go smoke with your homie that you know smoking for a couple hours. If he drinking all day, you got your homie that you know he drinking for about 2-3 hours. I'm gonna go sip, have a cocktail, but that's what I'm on today.
Yeah.
But
maybe the vibe you give him, you know, might make him want to get up finally.
Yeah, for sure. You need balance in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So in that space, peeping your music, you make real up-tempo, feel good kind of like music, pop your shit type music. Like, is that sure? And I always kind of watch where I ask artists, because it's always this. I feel like as an artist, you always your person and who you are, but then sometimes when you create your character, so to speak, it's a thing where it's a representation of who you are. Maybe that's you to the maximum capacity of who you can be. Yeah. If that make any sense.
No, it makes sense. So I think it makes sense. I'm finna find out right now.
For sure.
You basically asking me like, who do I make music for?
Yeah.
So I feel like, well, I don't feel like I make music for people with motion, and
motion music.
One of my, and I ain't talking about dancing, but you can dance to it.
I know exactly what motion is. You said we from Chicago. We know what having motion is.
You know,
motion
we
music.
go to the movies, we see motion pictures. I got motion music
for sure. Drop some called motion music.
Shout out to Boys in Motion.
Yeah, on me. Drop a motion music mixtape.
Not for real, but I make music for people with motion, and it's like, well, everybody gonna act like they got motion anyway. Your link card can have $1,000 on it. I got motion. My music is just gonna co-sign how you feeling.
Amplify.
So you gonna want to keep it with you anyway.
Link 1,000.
Hey, you got
motion. You in there with that cart in heavy motion.
Oh, bro.
You in
swinging that.
Yeah, hitting every bending cereal.
Oh, bro, sending the little kid. Hey, bring me back this.
Yeah, that $1,000 link motion.
My card.
If that's the motion you got, have motion. Motion come in all type of motions.
On me.
This one DJ always told me like, make it look good till it is good. So
fake it till you make it.
Not even a fake it till you make it.
And I like that one better though.
Yeah,
you know
that do sound better.
Like,
it sound better.
Yeah.
Say it one more time for us.
He said, make it look good till it is good.
On me. And I feel like even in that space, working with what you got and really being you, showing up as you. Like, I feel like when you putting that energy, effort into something, if it's yours and you scoping that shit out right, everybody around you will fuck around and start looking, because it's like not even your shit the coldest. It's like what he got. He's so attentive to it. He's so focused on it. Why is it, you know what I'm saying? That, and I feel like it's that aspect of you pouring into it, you investing in it. And I feel like shout out to you for being able to, again, I like this idea of transitioning through your artistry. You know what I'm saying? Coming from a space of DJing, coming from a space of watching the people in the parties or in the venues that you have your sets in, transitioning to seeing dope artists, you know what I'm saying, global artists from around the world to I bet I can ink this into my journey and my story and make my shit bust in a way that it's a bird's eye view, because I didn't really seen from the same people that y'all love about. I didn't been first person behind that type shit. So again, shout out to you in that space. And what can we expect going forward in your motion in this music space?
Honestly, I've been helping people for so long, so I always said now's the time where I'm just gonna help me.
For sure.
And I'm gonna still help the people that's helping me, because I can never just be out here just taking and not giving back.
On me.
So, I mean, I got singles in the vault. Like, I got songs ready to, man, I got so much crazy music, bro. That's why I just want to build it up. And, I want people to take my music serious before I start giving them what I know that they're going to want that later down the line.
Right.
So, you just got to get out here and really show the people. Like, everybody say I'm a rapper, this and I'm a that. But how is you going to prove to the people that they should be listening to you over these other people?
For sure.
So making music that they can relate to, you can't lose, because that's what we listen to. We going through a breakup, we listen to Drake. I don't know if y'all listen to Chris Brown. Y'all listen to breakup shit. Now you in the car going to the club, turn with your homies. You listen to Rich Homie, Thug, Future.
I was listening to Monica earlier.
See? When sometimes I can't sleep at night, I put on that R&B playlist with the rain in the background.
Oh, me.
Sure.
So you just got to make music people can relate to. I cater to people with motion and beautiful women.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong
Shout out
with
to
that.
motion and beautiful women.
You know who you are.
Boogie, you got anything else for we?
Like I always tell, I'm always grateful for, everything, for life, for being here, for, and I'm always grateful when we get new artists or artists in general on the show, because like I said, people be having shit to do and I be having shit to do. And so when people come through, even in the midst of having shit to do, I always appreciate that. I'm always forever grateful for that. I'm always ever, appreciative. So like I said, we're gonna support. You know what I'm saying? You come to Bond with Boogie with a Precious perspective. We look out after that. We check it for you, because like I say, we listen, we study. You got shows coming up. We'll slide to a show, you know what I'm saying? And just, show our support, you know what I'm saying? Because you came and supported us, you know what I'm saying? And it don't cost anything to support. Sure. Like, share, however you want to do it. And that's pretty much it. Like I said, and this is Bond with Boogie and a Precious perspective.
And rapping with a Precious perspective, and just coincide with our guest name, InTune, being in tune, like being able to tap into a multitude of frequencies, you know what I'm saying? And that's really what this life is about, being able to build with and off of the energies that you align with, making sure that your team tight, making sure that you yourself have emotion so that you can put others in motion, and vice versa, you know what I'm saying? Understanding, as Tune talked about throughout, that music that you can relate to and understanding emotion, understanding that emotion is nothing but energy in motion. And so as long as you're able to transfer that energy to the next, whatever your medium or artistry is, we celebrate all that here on Bonding with Boogie and a Precious perspective. And again, we want to shout out to you, Tune, for sliding with us. Again, let the people know one more time where they can find you and what you got going.
TuneHendrixx. Y'all can find me on all the platforms. It's spelled simple. Tune Hendrix with 2 X's. Make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube, my Spotify, my Apple Music. Stay tapped in with me on the gram. I follow back. Shout out XOENT, Lex the Moneymaker, Bobby Hustle, Pack Publishing, Trap God, Corporate. Like, we working, man. We really. Shout out Maya P too. Make sure y'all be on the lookout for Maya P. We'll have to get her in here. She out here right now. She a real dope artist from New York.
Let's get her in here, man. Let's get her in here. Maya P.
Yep. Big Hater drops tomorrow. Today is Thursday, the 18th.
Oh, so it's on YouTube, but it's
on YouTube. We pre-released on YouTube. But
okay.
Yeah, the full master version will be on all platforms in a few hours. September 19th.
It'll be added to one of my playlists.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Play it at the gym, in the car. It'll be on piss you off. Haters, man.
Yeah, they be the biggest.
They want to give that link card back after you just gave it to her. Are you hating? You don't want me to eat?
And with that being said, we out.
Peace.